2022 now, which means time to update the brand a little. That's better. On to the intro. Hello people of the internet, my name is Gaten Rocks and welcome back to another YouTube video. It has been a while, but I am back here, a new year and everything, hoping I'll upload more than once a year. We are back with my very long awaited video, at least in my opinion. No one knows about this video, but this has been a video I've been planning to make since like August of last year. This is going to be a tier list video, I know, very popular right now, of all the albums I heard in 2021, which is, there's a lot. There's like 96 records if I count correctly. These are all in chronological order, as you can see them from this one to January all the way down to December of 2021, obviously. These albums range in many genres, many different spectrums, if you call it that, and you're going to see some controversial opinions, you're going to see some average opinions, you're going to see some basic opinions that everyone will agree with and opinions that most people won't agree with, is from what you're going to see in this video, okay? But anyways, this is going to be a great video. I'm excited. We're going to tier list everything, all the albums I heard this year, so it's gonna be a long video. Sit back, grab your bun-ass popcorn, let's get right into the video. Before I start though, I think I make it obvious how I break down my tier list system. Obviously an F is a 0 to a 2, god awful. A D is a 3 to a 4. A C is a 5 to a 6. This is a rating of 10, by the way, a 10 scale. A C is a 5 to a 6. A B is a 7 to an 8. An A is a 9 usually, strong 9 maybe, and sometimes I'll allow some strong 8s. I follow the same system that Anthony uses. I just like it. It's a good system. But mostly 7 and 8s will fall in the B category, and A's will have 9s, and obviously an S will have B10s. So now that you know the rating system, we can get right into the video. With the first album we have License to Ill by the Beastie Boys. This is their debut record. It's a phenomenal hip-hop record and an innovative hip-hop forever. I heard the record after this was way better. I haven't heard it though. But License to Ill was the first time I heard in 2021. It was fantastic. It was a great start to the year, and you know, just had a lot of great songs, and you know, there wasn't much weakness to it. It was a really great debut with a lot of good samples and a lot of good chemistry from the group. So I'm feeling a B on that easily. Then we got Divide, Ed Sheeran. As you can tell, the diversity it hits right off the bat with Divide, 2017 release, I believe. It was all right. I mean, it's very overhyped record. There's a lot of mess songs, and you know, there's a lot of songs I just don't care for, and you know, I feel like it just wasn't a good record. I mean, Dive was a really good song. Shape of You was good, even though it's overrated. You know, there was some good tracks, but for the most part, it's a forgettable record. I'm gonna give it a D for in my opinion. Then we got Wish You Were Here, 10, no question. Wish You Were Here, phenomenal record, one of the greatest Pink Floyd records. I mean, when you think of a phenomenal record, you think of Wish You Were Here, or something like, oh, you know, The Wall, or even The Dark Side of the Moon. And Wish You Were Here is definitely one of those records that fall in the 10 category, with the amazing track Shine On You Crazy Diamond, both parts, and then Have a Cigar, and then the amazingly depressing ass song Wish You Were Here, and Welcome to the Machine. That song has the most crazy production I've heard for a 1970s album. Incredible album. Then we got Aaliyah Smith with Permanent Vacation, 1987 release. Good record. Really good record. Kind of forgettable, honestly. There's a lot of good tracks, you know, there is, like Permanent Vacation, Dude Looks Like a Lady. There's a few other tracks I'm trying to think of. These are albums I heard way back in January. My apologies, I didn't take notes on all of these records, at least that far back, but I do remember enough about it to give my thoughts. So sorry if I'm mentioning a good track or a notably shit track, but this is still a good record. I'd probably give it like a 7. There was some weak tracks in there, like Hangman Joy. It just dragged on. It was like 5 minutes for no reason. Then we got Rush with Moving Pictures, a phenomenal record. Neil Peart was a great drummer. Rest in peace to him, man. Geddy Lee, amazing singer on this album. I love the tracks on here with his singing. Songs like Tom Sawyer, The Camera Eye, Limelight, and songs like YYZ as well, and Witch Hunt, Vital. All the songs are good. If I'd give the album a rating, I mean, it's really great. I have to re-listen to it honestly to tell if it's a 10. So unfortunately, I'm putting an A. I'm sorry. I remember a lot about the record, but I feel like I need to listen to it again to fully determine what my rating will be. But it's a fantastic record. I highly recommend it. And we got Billie Eilish's debut, When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? This is a good album. Billie Eilish is a very, very, very overhyped individual, and I feel like this record, it still was good. I see why people like her, but honestly, a lot of his most popular songs this album I didn't like Bad Guy was okay, but songs like Wish You Were Gay, When the Party's Over, and like All Good Girls Go to Hell, I think, you know, those were overhyped tracks. I didn't like them that much. But songs like I Love You, You Should See Me in the Crown, Zanny, were all great tracks, but it's very overhyped. But it's still a good record. I give it a B. Then we got Kid Rock, Rock and Roll Jesus. As you all know, Kid Rock's been delivering just the greatest content as of late. Before he went into shitty music, he did make good albums. He did. This is one of them, Rock and Roll Jesus. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. I'd probably also give it a B. Like, it was pretty good. There was some shit tracks. Some songs didn't even feel like they deserved to be on there, but songs like Sugar, Hot, I don't know what the one song's called, Hot, something like that. All Summer Long courses on there. Fantastic track, but yeah, it's a pretty good album though. But but nothing much else to say about it. And we got Beauty Behind the Madness by The Weeknd. This was a good album, very good record. There was some really fantastic tracks, you know, In the Night, super underappreciated song by the way. The Hail, Can't Feel My Face, probably a few others I'm forgetting about. Acquaintance, pretty good track too. Often, really good track. Losers, also another underappreciated track. But some songs felt a bit unneeded, especially the last two tracks, the features, they just weren't that good and just felt very, you know, generic. But I'd also give it a B. 7 probably was a pretty good, definitely better of The Weeknd's good discography. Then we got Ice Cube Raw Footage. This was released in 2008. This is the album that has Gangsta Rap Made Me Do It, obviously. It's a pretty damn good record. Arguably the last good Ice Cube record he made, honestly. Like, it's a very underappreciated record because there's a lot of good songs here, like Gangsta Rap Made Me Do It, I Got My Lokes On, It Takes a Nation, I think that's called. Get Money, Spend Money, something like that. Get Used to It. Tomorrow was pretty good too. But there's also a lot of filler tracks that felt unnecessary in the album, and a lot of songs that were just decent, but nothing else to say about it. But it's another B. A lot of the albums I heard are probably gonna be B category, just a spoiler. And then we got The Mollusk by Ween. I love this album. I love the unique instrumentals on this record. I love the unique style. I mean, this album legit inspired fucking SpongeBob, and Ocean Man, of course, on this album is in the SpongeBob movie, and like, you know, it's childhood, you know, and I heard the record and I was like, wow, Ween's a really good group. Very underappreciated group of people. I think they put out great music. They're a bit of a weird group, but I think that's what makes them so great. It's a great album. Really love it. But I'm gonna put it a B, probably like above all of these records easily. And maybe even above this one, honestly, yeah. To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. What can I say about this record that people haven't? It is, as Anthony Fantano put it, a benchmark in musical history. And no doubt the album achieves that. It is such a phenomenal rap record. The album is legit entire tribute to Tupac. Some of the best features I've ever heard on a record come on here, like Thundercat and George, can't think of his name, but that guy, and other features on here. The features are all great. Kendrick, of course, was phenomenal. I love the interview parts with Tupac in the record, all the other skits and everything in here. It's a really phenomenal album. Easily a 10. Easily a 10. I think there's no debate to it. It's a really damn good record. I have to listen to it for sure one day. We're still in January at this point. We're still in January. Then we got Creedence Clearwater Revival with Pendulum, which I think is the name of a gas. Great fucking record. I love this. This has Have You Ever Seen the Rain and other great tracks. And, you know, I mean, like, it's a Pagan Baby, I think, so too. I love that track, and there's some other great tracks. It's such a beautiful record. For being from 1970s, it's a really ahead of its time. I love this album more than even the debuts, in my opinion, honestly. So I'm gonna give it an A. It's a 9 in my opinion. It's a really good record. Then we got Damn by Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna put out the controversial opinion. It's not as good. It doesn't deserve to be here. It doesn't deserve to be. It's more like here. It's a 7. I agree with Anthony's review on this record. There's a lot of great tracks, you know, like XXX, Feel, Duckworth, DNA and Blood. There's 2 intertwined, I'll count them as together. And Pride, also another phenomenal track. Those are great tracks. But there's other songs like Lost and Love featuring Rihanna, one of the songs. And then, of course, a few others between. But I just didn't like that much. They just felt unnecessary in the record. I feel like the features kind of ruined the track. And, you know, the album, I mean, and, you know, it's good, but it's not nearly as good as this record. Nowhere close. It's a 7. Then we got Lil Peep, his debut, Come Over When You're Sober, Part 1, his debut album. Yeah, this wasn't good. I'm a fan of Lil Peep. I like his music. I do. Yeah, he's emo as fuck, and I guess that's the entire point of his music. But like, this record is one of my least favorite by him. I just don't like him. It's a D. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It's just not that good. It's just some of his weakest songs. Like, even Save That Shit's most popular. Just, you know, it just didn't blow me away as much as I was hoping for, you know? And his vocals. His vocals aren't that good on that record. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. It's like a 4 out of 10. War, Why Can't We Be Friends? This obviously has the phenomenal track Lowrider on here. I'm sure you've heard that before from the George Lopez show. This is a phenomenal record. It is so underappreciated. More underappreciated than any other record I give a 10 on this list. Like, goddamn, this is such a good record. Like, I don't know why people don't talk about this record. It's so great. Heartbeat, Smile, Why Can't We Be Friends? There's just so many notable tracks, you know, that just have such grooves, and they're so good. I just don't know why people don't talk about this record more. It's a 10 for me. Honestly, it's a 10. It's a really damn great record. Really damn good record. Then we got Lil Xan with Total Xanarchy. Easily probably the worst record I've ever heard in my life. His rapping's awful. The beats most of the time are shit. And like, no one wants to hear a guy go tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock for like 3 minutes on a song. No one wants to hear that. Okay, even the features were not even that good. But of course, they outshined him, of course, because it's Lil Xan. It's a shit record. This is a 0 out of 10. It's awful. Don't ever listen to this record. Then we got Frank Sinatra, his last record, I believe, his second last record, She Shot Me Down, released in 1984. While this ain't as bad as Total Xanarchy, and I will never compare Frank Sinatra to Lil Xan, never will. His worst record is 10 times better, now just clarify, but this record, for example, it wasn't that good. Better than the Peep record, but not better than the Sheeran record. It just, being from one of the greatest musicians of all time, I kind of was very underwhelmed with the tracks, you know. The last track, the medley, was my favorite. I just love how that's transitioned and everything. But every other track, you know, just felt bland. And I don't know, I just felt like there could have been more delivered. You know, it's a shame. I love Frank Sinatra's music, I do. But that was a disappointing record. Then we got Greta Van Fleet from the Files. People say this is an EP, and arguably it kind of is an EP. But, like, I count it. Fuck you. 7 tracks, enough in my opinion. Sucks. It wasn't that good. It's like a 4 out of 10 as well. It just, yeah, they sound like Led Zeppelin. Yeah, they don't sound that good. They're just generic sounding. I just don't like them. They have potential. They do. Very overhyped group. They're not that good. Then we got Queens of the Stone Age, Song for the Deaf. Great record. Great fucking record. Apart from the obviously famous, no one knows, I think that's called. There was other amazing tracks, you know, like God is in the Radio, Hanging Tree, Go with the Flow, Songs for the Dead. Really great track. Songs for the Deaf, the main title track, of course. I mean, of course, I love the song Feel Like a Millionaire, something like that. It's the first track on the record, I believe, apart from the real song for the deaf. But it's a pretty good record. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, probably right here. Then we got Beer Bonds and Bentley by Post Malone. It's a pretty good record. Great tracks, you know, like Sugar Rave, Other Side, Blame It On Me, easily his most underrated song, Come At Me. Rockstar, of course, which has a mention of Bon fucking Scott. Yes, please. Great album. I'm gonna give it a 7. So put in the B category right about there. Then we got Childish Gambino, Awaken My Love. I honestly don't remember much about this record. This is back like in February. Well, this is sometimes past, but like this is still like, it was still early in the year 2021 that I don't remember everything. I didn't take notes on every one of these albums. I apologize. But from what I remember, it was good. I love the first track, Me and Your Mama. Really love that. Of course, everyone loves Redbone. Great track. It's a pretty good album. I give it around an 8. Marilyn Manson of Antichrist Superstar. Yes, I do like Marilyn Manson. Thank you for asking. Marilyn Manson's a very controversial figure of music, obviously. Man, can he put out some good music. Like, this is his most raw album probably ever, and it's just good. If you're angry and you hate your fucking existence, just listen to this album. It will solve every one of your issues imaginable. If you thought you hated life, just listen to this record. I'm giving it a B as well. It's a lot of B's, like I've said. My apologies, but what can you expect? It's a very good record though. I love the Hate Anthem song. Really fucking brutal song. Also love the few other tracks I can remember, but it's a really good album. The Who's Next? I love this record. It is a benchmark in rock history, and it solidified the Who to being one of the greatest of all time. It's a really phenomenal record. I don't think it's exactly a 10 because there's like one track I didn't really like on the record, honestly. I don't remember which one that was. It might have been the second to last track, or one of the two. Still a great album. It's a 9 out of 10 easily. Then we got Slipknot, All Hope Is Gone, 2008 release. This is a brutal album. Holy fuck. The title track alone. Jesus Christ. It is brutal. Heavy as fuck. It's a great record. Very great record. Love the songs on here. It's really innovative. I just love Corey Taylor, of course. This is also the last record to feature, of course, the late Joey Jordison. Rest in peace. Very tragic loss. Yeah, I think I'll give it, it's definitely better than these records for sure. Then we got MC Solar with Geopolitic. I think that's what it's called. I'm so sorry. I don't speak French at all. Yes, it's a French rap record, and you might be wondering, Gaten, why the fuck did you listen to a French rap record? Well, put some story behind it. Back in the day, I was in a French class, and the teacher introduced us to some French rap. And one of the songs I heard was Sonotone. I liked it. It was a pretty good song. And so years after, I was like, you know what? I should go back and listen to the record. And yeah, it's a pretty good album. I recently heard he made another record, actually, which I don't know if I'm going to check that out as well. But I don't know much French, so I'm very sorry if there's something I missed deep in terms of the lyrics. But if there's anyone out there who's French, which I highly doubt, let me know if I missed anything special. But I think, if I'm being blunt, it's a 7 out of 10. Definitely lowest of the list. And we got Alice in Chains, the self-titled. Last record with Lane Staley, and I love Alice in Chains a lot. Lane Staley was a genius with vocal performance and songwriting. I mean, the guy was ahead of his time. It's such a shame how his last few years were. It's a true shame. This was the last record they made, if you don't count the MTV Unplugged, of course, with Lane, and it's a true shame. This has great tracks, so like Grind. Oh! Grind's a fucking great song. Again, Head Creeps, Heaven Beside Me, many other tracks too. Fogs is another great track, Goddamn. It's a really good album. Some of the stuff sound a bit repetitive, and I'm a bit biased with this review, but I think it's safe to say give it like an 8 out of 10. It's a really good record. There's some songs in there, like Close, I think it's called. Some with Close in it. And that was my least favorite on the record easily. Then we got Ragged Old Flag by Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is a great country artist. The only country artist I can actually bail and stand. He's a really good artist. I like his music, and I listen to this record, and no exception. I really like this record too. Ragged Old Flag's a beautiful patriotic song. Don't Go Near the Water, I just love that song a lot too. King of the Hill's another good track. It's a really good album. This is between like the mid of his career, like 70s, so like, you know, I was saying he was getting worse, but no, if anything, he's getting better. Yeah, it's a pretty good record. I'd give it also a B. Then we got Pink Floyd. Oh god, I'm gonna get canceled in the comments. I just compared Pink Floyd to Deep Purple. Then we got Deep Purple with Fireball. This ain't the debut. They debuted in the 60s. This is like the third, fourth record, I'm not quite sure. It's a fantastic record. Songs like No, No, No. The production sounds way ahead of its time. Fireball is great. Mule, I think it's called, is also pretty good. It's a pretty damn good record. It's very close. It's a strong game. It's a strong game. It's on top of the list, easily. Then we got Eazy. His debut record, I think is his debut. Easy doesn't. And of course, Eazy is known as a member of NWA. While it's probably known that Ice Cube probably writed most of his stuff on this album, no doubt is it a great record. I don't know why I dissed him there. It's a great record. Eazy is great. I love his performance. Question is great. Easy Does It. The title track is also pretty damn good. You know, there's a lot of great rap. You know, old school rap album. It delivers great on that. You know, it's a pretty damn good record. I'd probably give it probably ahead of all these records easily, probably around there. Another 8 out of 10. A lot of these probably be, like I've said. Then we got Deep Purple, Machine Head. Oh, it's a good record. Machine Head is a rock classic. It has songs like Highway Star, Maybe I'm a Leo, of course, Smoke on the Water, and there's probably a few other tracks in this, but those are just songs I can name off the top of my fucking head. Proves how good the damn record is. It's a 9 for me easily, but the lowest of it on the list. 9 out of 10 easily. Pretty damn good record. Had some pretty damn good guitar work and drumming. Very underappreciated. Then we got Rammstein. What's weirder than listening to a French rap record? Listen to a German metal record. But in defense, a lot of English people listen to Rammstein. And I see why. They kick ass. This record's no exception with the 2004 Rise. There's a lot of great tracks, like Morning Star, which is an English translation. Rise, of course. America. The English version of that song is fucking hilarious. I'd recommend looking it up. Mind Tale, of course. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names, but it's a really goddamn great German record. Of course, again, I don't know everything that's being said because I don't speak German that well, but probably better than French, honestly. But from what I hear, I like it. So I'm probably going to give it around an 8 out of 10 as well. Then we got Korn, Follow the Leader. Now, I got into Korn in 2020 when I heard the record Issues. Fuck you. Issues is better than Follow the Leader. Don't at me. But this record, Follow the Leader, fantastic new metal record. A lot of people might be finding this one controversial, but I'm giving it a 9. Now, it's a bit weird to fit this in the category of all these albums that everyone would agree would be like a 9 or even a 10, but like, maybe not Follow the Leader, but like, there's just something about the record I love so much. It's so enjoyable. The themes of the album is so dark. I love it. With songs like Putty that, you know, have such a dark theme to it, it's insane. And, you know, it's just a really good record. And I love the instrumentation on this record. Dead Bodies Everywhere is probably my favorite on the record. It's a really fucking phenomenal record. Then we got 3 Days Grace with 1X, 2006. I heard this after my friend was very much into them. You know who I'm talking about. I know you're watching this video. Either way, good record. Love it a lot. Very great record. I don't know how much to say about it really. Probably a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty damn good record. We have Rob Zombie, The Sinister Urge, 2001 release. Jesus Christ. Easily my favorite Rob Zombie record. Even probably better than Hellbilly Deluxe. Hellbilly Deluxe, I think it's called. This is a great record. It has such fucking awesome tunes like Iron Head, Feel Numb, Go to California. You know, there's a lot of great tracks. You know, I'd probably give it probably a strong 8 around there. It's a really damn great record. Some songs, but you know, it's pretty damn good. Then we got Saint Anger by Metallica. Now, this is where people will start to dispute because I'll be honest, this record, it's great. I love it. It's a really great record. Of course, it's not the usual Metallica sound, and of course, there's no solos from Kirk Hammett, which people would probably not like and everything. And you know, sometimes you know the drum sounds annoying too with the boing, 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 boing. But I'd argue that drum sound helps make it what the album is. It's anger. It's frustration. You do not know what anger is. You don't know what this album is unless you hear it when you want to punch a fucking wall through, which I have not. But I've been mad before I listened to this record. There was many great tracks, you know, like Some Kind of Monster, Saint Anger, Frantic, Shoot Me Again. There's just so many great tracks in here, and I feel like it's such a hated record. It's good. It's a good record. People overhate it for no reason. 7 out of 10 easily. And we got Atlantic Crossing by Rod fucking Stewart. The legendary Rod Stewart. Another recommendation from a friend that was watching this video. I know you're watching the video. I know you do. It's very good. I like it a lot. Easily a great record. There's many great songs like 3-Time Loser. You know, I look horrible right now and not be able to name any records. I'm about to give this record a 9 out of 10, but it's true. It's actually probably not a 9 out of 10. Like, yeah, you know, probably a 9. People go find a controversy putting this Korn record over it, but it's a great record. I love the innovationness of Rod Stewart, and that record's no exception. I can't name everything off the top of my head, though. I'm so sorry. DJ Esco with his 14 record, No Sleep. This album sucked. Okay, this album blew. Okay, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but DJ Esco and this record sounds so fucking stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, the only saving grace is How It Was with Future, which is a banger, no question to it, but every other song is just bad. Like, there's a few okay songs that feature Future, like Mason Magellan, something like that. I'm not gonna bother to pronounce it, but the album sucks. Don't ever listen to it. It's definitely easily down here with this record, but it's better than Total Anarchy, because that's very hard to top. Then we got Kid Rock, Devil Fighter Cars, before he went shit, okay? I like Cowboy, I do. I know people don't, but I love it. Devil Fighter Cars, of course, is a goddamn great song. Fuck Off of Eminem is fucking amazing. I Am the Bull God's another great track. And of course, who can we forget? Opening track, I can't even pronounce, but the first track on the record, you know what I'm talking about. You've heard it before. It's a great record. I'd probably give it an 8. Then we got Imagine Dragons with Evolve. This record was great. I love it a lot. It's probably my favorite records I heard this year. It's probably a 9. Is what I would say if I was a 14-year-old emo. No, the record sucked. That record ain't good at all. It's a D. It's a D. Like, God. Like, apart from the major hits, there's Imagine Dragons. They're great. They've made great tracks. But, God damn, are they overhyped. And that record, too, especially. There was great tracks, so like, Next. Something with Next, and I forgot. Walking the Wire, of course, Whatever It Takes, Believer, Thunder. You gotta name the big hits, of course. Those are good and all. But those songs like Starting Over, or whatever it's called, which I swear to God sounds like an Ed Sheeran song, except Ed Sheeran would probably do better with it. Easily the worst of the DCOM so far, though. That record's not good. It's like a 3 or 4. Not that good at all. Then we got Fiddler's debut record. Now, if you don't know who Fiddler is, they are called Bucket Dog. Life's a Risk, an abbreviation. Fiddler. This is their 2012 debut. Now, you might know them for the song Cocaine, which is in GTA 5's Vinewood Boulevard radio. It's a great album. A lot of it's repetitive as fuck, but it's a pretty damn good record. It's the bottom of the B list. It's a 7. Pretty damn good, but nothing much else to say about it. And we got Serj Tankian with Elect the Dead. This is a great album. This was a year after System of a Down split. I think even the drummer, John, I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. System of a Down drummers on this record too. Probably a lot of the material on this record is leftover System of a Down material. In fact, one of the songs, Blue, is a demo from them. But even then, I think Serj does a great job of the material he got. I think he does it way better than what Dale Malachi did with his project, Scars on Broadway, which I'll get to later. The second record, at least. But this is a phenomenal record. Honestly, I'm putting it above every other record. There's just some guilty pleasure I love about it a lot. There's just something I love about it, man. It's a really damn good record. Then we got Blizzard of Oz. Arguably the greatest Ozzy record ever. Arguably the greatest metal record I've probably heard in a long time. Crazy Train, well, technically that's a bonus track, but still. Suicide Solution, Goodbye to Romance, which is a beautiful track saying goodbye to Black Sabbath. People thought Ozzy was done after being kicked out of Black Sabbath, but like, he did it for himself, man. This record solidified him as one of the greats, man. No question to it. That's easily a 10. Easily. Probably better than even Why Can't We Be Friends, but really great record. Then we got Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. As you can tell, yeah, I went very diverse with these choices. It's good. Overhyped, just like the Billie Eilish record earlier. But I find it better than the Billie Eilish record. I do. So I'll put it right here, actually. It's like a 7, probably. Yeah, it's good, but it's still, some songs are not good. Bruda's probably my favorite track, though. I appreciate how she fuses, the punk and rock elements, and, she does a good job fusing it, I admit. Now, of course, she does sound like a Billie Eilish clone, which, yeah, I can kind of hear that. Songs like Driver's License, Deja Vu, but I like Deja Vu. Honestly, it's a great track. Driver's License, though, it's overrated. I don't like it. Not a big fan of it. It's still a good record, and, I put it right there. Better than Billie Eilish's debut. Pretty good record. Then we got Plastic Ono Band with the debut. I think that's called, actually, John Lennon's debut, Plastic Ono. It's good. Good. There's a lot of good songs, like, Mother. Mother, of course, is a notable one, though, and a few others, like, Hold On, another good track. It's a good record. I think it's overrated, in my opinion, honestly. People put it, like, up here in, like, a 9 or a 10 even, but the production is a bit shabby, especially for 1970. I mean, I call bullshit that this record sounds shit when Abbey Road, which was released like a year earlier, sounds better than this shit, mixing-wise at least. So that's why I'm putting it right here. It's a 7 out of 10. But it's a great album, though. My Mommy's Dead, the last track, easily one of the darkest songs I've ever heard in my existence. Holy shit, is it depressing. It's a good record, though. No hate to it, though. Full Moon Fever by Tom Petty. Tom Petty is one of the greats, man. I fucking adore Tom Petty's music. And this album is no question. Easily a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. A lot of great tracks, you know, like Running on a Dream, Free Fallin', I believe is on here. Other tracks I can't name again. But it's a great record. It really is. Hear Me Out. A lot of great memorable riffs from Tom Petty. Really great singing. It's everything you want in a rock record. It's really good. Then we got the 1969 release of Abbey Road by the Beatles. Easily the greatest Beatles record ever. Well, maybe not the best. Abbey Road is highly rated, and I see why for sure. This has so many great tracks like Octopus Garden, Something, Come Together. The entire Abbey Road medley in between, with all the songs like Me, Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pan, Carry the Weight, and all the songs, The End, you know, all the tracks in between, that is awesome. Phenomenal. The greatest medley, or whatever you call it, I've ever heard in music. It's a 10, easily. So many great tracks. Oh, and Oh Darling, another great track. Easily the top of the list. It's my favorite so far. Turbo Lover by Judas Priest. First Judas Priest record I ever heard, actually. I heard it because my dad used to play a lot back in the day on the radio, like coming through In the Cold, I believe it's called. And of course, Turbo Lover. I'm your Turbo Lover. I mean, what can you say about the record? Rob Halford is an amazing singer. You know, when you go into the record, you see his cover, you know what you're getting into, and it delivers well. It's an 8 out of 10 easily. It's above a lot, I'll say right there. And then we got Fiddler's second record, 2, which is TOO, not TWO, I want to clarify that, but it is the second record. Easily better than the first one. This is the best one to date. Now, of course, many people don't like Fiddler for the sound because they sound like wobs and everything. I want to clarify that I know those critics exist, and I actually hear Rob's record later in the year, and I can hear it. But, like, I like Fiddler's sound, okay? The first record was the drug and crazy ass album, you know, but this one's more like a getting sober kind of thing, but not fully sober. There's some very depressing tracks, you know, like Stupid Decisions, Bad Habits. 40 Ounce of P is kind of depressing too, but it's also great. West Coast, Punks. Bad Medicine's also no great track, but easily the best Fiddler record to date. Putting it pretty high up here, an 8 out of 10. Controversial, I know, but it's just good. I love it, man. Then we got the best Eminem record to date. I don't have to question that. The Eminem Show. Let me just get this straight. Eminem, overrated artist. Let's just get that out of the way. It's quite obvious he's very overrated. But damn, he's made good records before. And this is one of them. This is 8 out of 10 for me. It has a lot of great raps from Eminem. I love his songs like Without Me Till I Collapse, Business, Cleaning Out the Closet. Actually, I don't like Cleaning Out the Closet that much. Is that just me? I just don't like it that much. Square Dance, another great song. 2, of course, on the record, and a few others I can't name. The song Obi Tristo, Drips, that song sucked. I didn't like that at all. So there's definitely some mess songs in there, but for the most part, it's a pretty damn good record. Then we got Rolling Stone, Sticky Fingers. How appropriate. Just an interesting record. All the songs in here are great. 10 out of 10 easily. I love it. It's the best Rolling Stone record I've heard. And, you know, it's just, you gotta listen to it to know. Songs like Brown Sugar and, you know, I can't think of any songs again. Just so you guys know, if I'm just saying it's a great record without saying the tracks names themselves, there's a 95% chance I forgot most of the tracks. And it's not because I don't like the record. I do. I love that record about Sticky Fingers. But I just can't remember some of the songs right now. That's my apologies. Then we got Chuck Berry. Berry is on top. His debut record, 1958. The creator of rock, not Elvis. Fuck you, it's Chuck Berry. The guy who inspired AC/DC got inspired from this dude with songs like Roll Over Beethoven, Johnny, something like that. You know, it's a great record. I love it. I'd probably give it probably an 8 out of 10, right about there. Then we got DMX, The Great Depression. Now, unfortunately, after I found out about the tragic passing of DMX, I decided to listen to one of his records. And this is his 4th and last record, I believe, that got platinum. No, his Grand Champ was the last one. Well, of all the albums of his first 5 that were huge, this is most least talk about one. So I decided to listen to it. And this album has Right Here. And I know you've heard it before once you hear it. Once you hear it, you know. That's probably why it's so popular. But this is a great album. It's really good. I love the message behind it. It's a really great album. I love it a lot. Again, I can't name any songs. There's a lot of songs, like 20 tracks, I believe. It's a bit bloated at times, but for the most part, it succeeds at being a good record. It's honestly better than Eazy-E's. Then we got Rob Zombie, Uneducated Horses. The most underrated Rob Zombie record, no question. This album's so unappreciated. With songs like Lords of Salem, The Devil's Reject, Ride's even good, The 17-Year Locust. I just love the groove and the vocals from Rob Zombie in this record. It's so goddamn good. And I was expecting it to be shit because people say it wasn't that good, but like, it's really good. Why do people hate this record? Why? I don't know, but it's great. It's an 8 out of 10 probably. maybe a bit above. Then we got Poppy with her debut metal record. I disagree. This album's a blast. The best way to describe this album, it's a blast for metal. If you like metal a lot, you'll love this record. The weakest track on this record is probably Nothing I Need or Sit/Stay, but every other track, even Concrete, which is a weird-ass opening track, but god damn, I just love it. Other songs like Blood Money, Bite My Teeth, and Stay in the Sun. Something like Sun. Sick of the Sun, that's what it's called. Those two songs intertwine with each other, and I just love the transition. And of course, the final track, Don't Go Outside, is also incredible. It's a very good record. Very great debut for Poppy. If only she had held that up in the next record, but she kind of didn't. Then we got Atom Heart Mother. Easily, and I mean easily, the most underrated Pink Floyd record I've ever heard in my life. The album is awesome. Atom Heart Mother is an amazing 23-minute journey. Fucking Alan Psychedelic Breakfast is fucking incredible. If is another great track. Fat Old Son, I mean, it's another great track. Atom Heart Mother came out in 69 or 70, and even though I wasn't born in that time, it kind of makes me wish I was. I know it sounds cliche as fuck, but like when you listen to that record, you can just imagine, you feel the 70s/60s vibe in it, and I just love it. It's a 10. It's a 10. The weakest track on this probably fucking If, probably, honestly. Every other track's great, but I love the track still. If's still great. It's a very good record. Then we got Back in Black. Now I mentioned AC/DC, and I've heard this album before, but I call this a revised review. Well, basically, I re-listened to it again. It's been a long time since I heard it, and my god, does it still hit well. I've always loved AC/DC since I was a young child. And obviously this record's a 10. Fuck you. Fuck if anyone thinks. Yes, they sound repetitive. Sometimes, yes, they don't have the best song, but god damn are they good. Every track on here, Back in Black, Shoot the Thrill, Drink on Me, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, Shake a Leg, fucking Shoot the Thrill, Shook Me All Night Long, What's Love Got to Do With It? It's not What's Love Gotta Do With It. Let Me Put My Love Into You. All the songs are great. If you want a kick-ass rock and roll experience, then we got Swans. Oh my god, Swans! Don't even get me started on this band. I heard To Be Kind in 2020, and other records like Leaving Meaning and The CEO. And by the way, To Be Kind is... oh my god, To Be Kind's amazing. This record is no exception though. I fucking love soundtracks for the blind. It is so awesome. Now, people say it may be bloated a little, and, you know, maybe some weird tracks. The only track I really don't like on here is Yum Yab Killers, which honestly ruins the flow on this record, but I don't give a fuck if it does. Every other track is great, okay? I love it so much, okay? I do. It's a great record that deserves all the praise in the world. Easily a 10. Above even Wish You Were Here. Fuck you guys. That's just my opinion. Alright, continuing on, we got Korn's debut record. It was alright, not much to say about it. Honestly, it's kind of overrated. I don't like the raw mixing on some of the tracks. Like, I don't know, the raw production sometimes ruin it for me, but there's still great tracks, like Clown. Also, of course, Daddy. Easily the darkest song I've ever heard in my life. If you hear that song, might cry. You know, it's just not as good as people say it is. I'm sorry, it's just not. I'll put it above Saint Anger so people don't cancel me in the comments below. It is better than, fuck you. No, fuck that. No, fuck you. I'm playing my own rules. You know, Saint Anger's better. Sue me. Saint Anger is better. I'm sorry. It's just, maybe there's just something I didn't find good in that record. Maybe I have to rehear it again. Maybe I just wasn't listening correctly, but it just wasn't. It's good. 7 out of 10. That's a great rating, but like overhyped in the Korn discography, especially by Korn fans. Then we got Significant Other by Limp Bizkit. Very great record. I actually like Limp Bizkit quite a bit. This record's no exception. I really like the songs in here, like Don't Like Me, I think it's called. Something with liking it. I can't remember the songs. Nookie, of course, is on here. Broke is on here too, I believe. Break Stuff, fucking angry. One of the best angry tracks I've ever heard in my life. It's a pretty damn good record. So it's another B. Then we got Evil Empire by Rage Against the Machine. Tom Morello is a genius. That's what I got from here, this record. The guitar sounds he used in this record is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like in Vietnam and The Boomerang. Oh my god. And of course all like Bulls on Parade, and of course The Sun. Something about The Sun. I forgot. I'm so sorry. It's a good record. It really is a good record though. I won't deny that. Kind of gave it a low rating the first time I reviewed it. I give it like a 6, but I re-listened to it recently, and it's pretty damn good. It's up here easily. Then we got Beck, Mellow Gold. Now, in case you don't know who Beck is, just look up the song Loser, and there you go. Now you know who Beck is, because you've heard that song before. You're lying to yourself if you haven't. This is the album that contains Loser. And it's a great album. It's a good album. I love the unique sounds. I love the instrumentation, the guitar work. I love Beck's voice too on the record. It's a pretty damn good record. Probably giving it a B as well. Then we got LMFAO with Sorry for Party Rockin'. Now I'm about to spew a controversial opinion. I found out that Anthony Fantana put this in his 200 greatest albums of the decade of 2020 through 2010, 2020. And I'm over here like, how? I'm sorry. I don't see the greatness in this record. Okay, there was fantastic songs here, like Sorry for Party Rockin', the party anthem song, I forgot the name of it, but it's a party anthem pretty much. Put It in the Hole, great track as well. You know, there was great tracks, I won't deny it. But a lot of the songs just felt so bland. Some of the songs just felt so bland and meh, just nothing that special. So this is gonna be the first C for the day. Controversial, I know, but truthfully, I don't see the hype behind the record. I just don't. It's just, it's good, but it's also not that good. It's in between, in my opinion. It's a 6 out of 10, probably. Then we got 24K Magic. Now, I was hyping up for Silk Sonic's record, which came out, which I'll get to that later. I decided to listen to this record, 24K Magic, which has, great songs and, great singles, and yeah, album's pretty damn good. You would think from the shitty-ass name and cover that you think it'd be bad, but no. Bruno Mars, man, he's talented. Very talented individual. This is a good album. Nothing like Michael Jackson, people say it is, but I can hear it. But Bruno Mars is Bruno Mars, in my opinion. He's his own thing at this point. He's a good artist, though. 8 out of 10. And we get Kids See Ghosts, the debut record, probably the only record they'll make, with Kid Cudi and Kanye West, of course, and someone else I forgot about, too. Wait, no, it's just them two, I believe. Yeah, it's just them two. With other features, too, like Pusha T and, a few others on that record. Great record. A really good record. My one complaint, every song's phenomenal, but it's just too short. It makes you wanting more. And arguably, a good record should make you ask for more. But when I look at records like these above, like Abbey Road, Soundtrack for the Blind, Wish You Were Here, Pimped Butterfly, I don't want more. What they delivered in that stance was great. And of course, there's also albums that drag on too long or, have too many songs, like The Great Depression, which it would be much higher if some songs were just cut off the trim. It's just too bloated. But Kids See Ghosts, a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. It's really good. Not a 10, as many of you think I'd give it. 808s and Heartbreak. 808s and Heartbreak. 808s is apparently the name of a drum that was used in this record. That's a little fun fact for you. Yeah, this is auto-tune the fuck Kanye West, as I would call it. This influenced many modern rappers like Juice WRLD and a few others, and I see it. I do. It's a really good record. Coldest Winter is my favorite track on the record. It's really good, but there's also a lot of bland tracks. Some tracks that make sense, but first Kanye record I heard, it's pretty good. Oh god, the next two. I'm gonna take off my glass for these two. I Am the West by Ice Cube. What the fuck was Ice Cube thinking of making this record? I'm sorry, I don't like this record that much. Like, the record is good. There was some good tracks, like To West Coast is a good track. Soul on Ice, Life in California. The one song, Your Money on Your Life. There's great tracks, But god damn, are the other tracks just so bland or just so mediocre and there's that much to offer. Sometimes Ice Cube just has shit bars. Like in O'Banian, he legit says Google me bitch 15 times in a row. Like, no, I don't want to Google you, bitch, after hearing that 15 times in a row. I'm a big fan of Ice Cube. I love his earlier stuff. The Predator, great record. I love his NWA stuff, too. I even love his most recent record. But this record, in 2010, makes you understand why I took an 8U hiatus, because it sucked. 4 out of 10. I gave it much of a harsh review than I should have. But if it was any other artist, I'd probably give it a higher score. But because it was Ice Cube, it was a very underwhelming experience. So that's why it's like a 3 out of 10 probably. It's Then we got Gummo by 6ix9ine. It's a disaster. I don't even know where to begin with this record. I only binged this album because it was the 69th album that I was apparently going to listen to this year, last year I mean. So like, yeah, I might as well listen to it. What's the worst that could happen? And I might have ear cancer. My doctor is giving medication as we speak about it. It sucks. Arguably even worse than Total Anarchy, because at least Little Xan was his debut and everything, and he wasn't exactly mainstream. But 6ix9ine was way ahead in the mainstream, and he couldn't bother to make his music sound a little bit good. Really? Gummo is the only good track on there, honestly, but god, the album sucks. And we got 2 phenomenal records now. Gotta get back on the glasses. We got Cloud 9 by George Harrison. This is a fantastic record. I absolutely love it. This is a really good record. I love it a lot. This is his last record he ever made till he unfortunately passed. And people find the cover dumb, and honestly, I kind of agree, but fuck you, it's George Harrison. I love this. This is a 9 out of 10. I love songs like Cloud 9, Breath Away from Heaven, Shanghai Surprise. Got My Mindset on You, of course, is on here as well. Fish in the Sand, on the Sand, When We Was Fab. It's so many good tracks, so many good. Paul McCartney and Wings with Band on the Run. Easily, probably the best post-Beatles album ever. It is so damn good, at least from solo artists from the Beatles. Cloud 9 is great. It's close out there, but this is easily better. This is easily a better record. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a really damn great record. Band on the Run, so great. Jets, also another fantastic track as well. It's just, there's not a single bland song. It's all good. Okay, then we got Foreigner with the debut record, Foreigner. What does it say about the record? I mean, it's just a record. It's just another rock record. There's not much I can say about it. It heard it. It was some good tracks in it, like Cold as Ice was great, but like probably a 6 out of 10, honestly. Not that. It's okay, but it just felt very underwhelming. Shout out to my Motley Crue, great record. I won't even question it. I mean, everyone has the review on this record. I mean, everyone's heard this record. It's a great record, and, I love it. It's a fucking awesome record to hear. It's a great record from Motley Crue. Oh, boy, here's an interesting one. We got Nicki Minaj, The Pink Print, fired off the Blueprint by Jay-Z. I like the homage there, even though I don't like Jay-Z that much. Controversial opinion number 427. This ain't a bad record. I mean, yeah, there was some shit songs. Of course, you have Nicki Minaj talking about sex and drugs, the typical. But there was some songs, that actual emotion in them. And, I have to review records fairly. I do. And I know Nicki Minaj is an easy name to make fun of, but she's good. This was her last great record, in my opinion. It's an 8 out of 10. Then we got Juice WRLD with his solo debut record, Goodbye and Good Riddance. Now, Juice WRLD unfortunately passed, of course, in 2020, and it was very tragic. So obviously, I guess a year after he passed, I might as well listen to his record. just might as well see what the hype's about. And yeah, pretty good record. I love it a lot. Great tracks, great flow. Lil Uzi Vert sucks, so wasted. But apart from that, pretty good record. Nothing much to say about it. It's probably a 7 or 8. Enema of the State by Blink-182. This is a great album. I love it a lot. There was some amazing rock instrumentation, like Adam's song, Depressing as Fuck While It Is. It's a great track. Going Away to College, Aliens, the Alien song, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure. No, Aliens, some of Alien. And of course, All the Small Things, of course, and What's My Age Again. It's a great album. Not much to say about it. It's a pretty damn good record. Then we got Foster the People with Torches. Now, obviously, this contains the infamous Pumped Up Kicks. But apart from Pumped Up Kicks, does the record have anything good or awful? Yeah, it does. It's a pretty good record. I mean, not much to say about it instrumentally, but lyrically, there's a lot of good lyrical stuff to find in it. And there was some good instrumentals. There was a pretty good record as well. Another B. Then we got Tupac, All Eyes on Me. My first ever introduced to Tupac, the longest record I heard, the second longest record I heard in the year, at 2 hours and 21 minutes, a double record. Obviously, Soundtrack for the Blind is longer, because if you see how long that is, and you don't understand, my God, is this a great record. Holy fuck. This got me into Tupac, man. Songs like How Do You Want It, Hearts on Men, Life Goes On, All Eyes on Me, of course. I don't know the song that goes, which way do we go? Where do we go? Like, Can't See Me, I think it's called. I think that's the song it's called, yeah. That song, too, it's a phenomenal record. Great rapping, and it's such a shame it's his last record he made while he's alive. It's a really damn good record. It's a 10, easily. Oh, God. Take off the glasses again. We got Drake with Certified Lover Boy. This is one of the worst records heard in 2021. Please explain to me how people like Drake. I beg you. I fucking beg you. This album sucks, okay? There's nothing good about this record, okay? There's a few good songs here, like, You Only Live Twice. Pipe Down was another good song, I guess. Probably that's about it, honestly. Champagne Poetry was also a good track, the opening track, which had hope, but the album's a disaster. Drake sounds so goddamn dead in the album. It just proves he does not care about what he's delivering anymore. And I heard good Drake shit. I have heard good Drake shit, though. His earlier stuff was great. And his feature on the Kendrick Lamar record, Poetic Justice, phenomenal. I don't hate the guy. He can make good music, but sometimes, but shit, that album's a disaster. It's overrated. Then we got Little Sims, or Sometimes I Might Be an Introvert. Now, the biggest L of Drake's career is not the fact that he did not only not get the best album, he also didn't get the best album of the day. Because that easily goes to Little Sims, Sometimes I Might Be an Introvert. Yeah, it's like comparing, they're so different. And one's so much better. It's a 9 for me, strong 9. It's such a great record. I absolutely love it. It's my first introduction to Little Sims. But yeah, this is a strong 9 out of 10 easily. It's a fucking great record. I mean, compared to this record, it's nothing. Nothing. Certified Lover Boy is awful. Holy fuck. Worst record I heard 2021, honestly. Tom Petty, with Wildflowers. This is a good record. Great record. Not much to say about it, but songs like House in the Woods, Wildflowers, of course, Cabin Fever, Honeybee, a lot of great tracks. I love the groove on this record. It's a really damn great record, honestly. I love it a lot. It's a 9 for me, honestly. Above even Full Moon Fever, honestly. Then we got Slayer with God Hates Us All, which, yeah, when you have a album title called that, you know what you're going to get into. And it's a pretty damn good record. It's really good. It is a brutal metal record. If you're pissed off at the world, just listen to this record. Solves all your issues. 8 out of 10 easily. Okay, then we got, oh boy, Eat Me, Drink Me by Marilyn Manson. Yes, that's actually the album name, look it up. Yeah, I'll stop praising Marilyn Manson here. This album wasn't that good. There were some phenomenal songs like Just a Car Crash Away, Hell's Not That Hot, and Evidence. God, there was just a lot of bad songs in here, like Me and the Devil Makes Me and You and the Devil Makes Three. The title track was also not that good, but, you know, there was some surprising good songs here, like Mutilation is the Most Sincere Form of Flattery. Yes, it's also a good title. Look it up. One of the best songs about, even though I thought it'd be one of the worst, but, yeah, it's a 5 out of 10. I like Marilyn's music. Don't judge. But I won't defend that album. That for sure wasn't that good. Then we got Rick Astley, his debut record. It's good. You know, not much to say about it. If you look in, I mean, the song Never Gonna Give Up is on here, and if you want more songs like that, listen to the album. It's got all that for you. 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. Not much to say about it, honestly. Then we got King of the Beats by Ravs. I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly. 2010 release. I don't remember much about this record for particular reasons. But anyways, it's a good record. There's great songs here like Post Acid, When Will You Come, Mickey Mouse, Idiot, of course, from St. Rose 3 is fantastic. Green Eyes, another great track. It's a pretty good record. I put it above self-titled record. Right about there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here we are. Dale Malkin, Scars and Broadway. Fuck you, I'm calling it Scars and Broadway. In case you don't know who Dale Malkin is, he is the lead guitarist of System of a Down, and he made his own record back in 2008. He went hiatus for 10 years, but he released this record called Dictator in 2018. This record also sounds like leftover System of a Down material, it does. But you know what? I'm down for it. I enjoyed it a lot. Dale singing on this is great. His guitar work is great. As always, delivered a good damn record in my opinion. Pretty good damn record. There's some great tracks in like Dictator, Guns Are Loaded, Angry Guru was another great track. Roy Harper, Stormcock. Yeah, interesting title name, I know. In case you don't know who Roy Harper is, he is, yes, the guy who is behind the song name of Hats Off of Roy Harper by Led Zeppelin. This guy inspired a lot of artists, including Led Zeppelin, and I decided to listen to his one of the records, and yeah, I see why. It's a folk rock record kind of, but it's very progressive-like, and you have to listen to it multiple times to really digest it. It's a really good record. If you really listen to it, it's really good. I'll put it above even Little Sims records, The Strong Nine. For me, from 1971, it's impressive how it sounds. It's really good. Oh, then we got Bob Marley and the Wailers, Uprising, the last record from Bob Marley before he unfortunately passed. This record's great. I love it a lot. Coming In From the Cold is a phenomenal opening track. We and Them is also pretty damn good. There's just a lot of great tracks in you. A lot of great grooves. For being the last record, it's pretty good. Redemption Songs is pretty damn good too. It's a really good record. I'm 9 out of 10 easily. Yeah, it's a pretty damn great record. Then we got Van Halen with 1984. Now, this is one of these records, just like Back in Black. Not much meaning to it, not much progressiveness to it, not much really to it, but god damn is it good. 10 out of 10 easily. It's even better than Back in Black, and that is a big fucking deal for me because I've always loved ACDs, but I will put it above Back in Black because it's so good, damn good. Songs like Panama, Hot for Teacher, 1984, of course, on there, the title track. It is such a good damn record. And I love the samples of some of the tracks, too, and the piano and just the guitar one from the late, great Eddie Van Halen. And honorable mention to Alex Van Halen. Not many people give him enough credit. Fantastic drummer on this record. Really good drummer. Okay, then we got, gotta take these off again. Dumpster Fire of a record. We got Korn's Untitled. This came out in 2007. I'm putting this back on. As if the album covering atrocious enough. You got awful songs on this record. It's an awful album. Now, there's some good songs here like Starting Over, Kiss, Killing's also okay. But, my God, was it awful. I decided to listen to this because people said Path of Totality, the later record with Skrillex. Like, obviously, I see how people are gonna find that bad because it's like a dubstep mix, but I decided to listen to the last, like, most hated metal album, Legit, which is this one. Like, it can't be that bad, right? Right? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Was it awful? Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. It's bad. It's really bad. It's not good at all. Oh yeah, I bent this album back in January accidentally. I forgot to put it up there. Oops. This is the January album. I count it. It's a movie picture. After watching the movie Joker, I decided to listen to the entire soundtrack, and 9 out of 10. A bit weird put on this list of every other album, but honestly, it's a really good album. It's a really good motion picture soundtrack. It has a lot of great tracks. I love it a lot. It's really good. obviously better with the movie in the background, of course. Here we go. An Evening with Silk Sonic. Now, this is great. I love the jazz fusion. I love Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars for what they deliver on this record. It's so damn good. I love it a lot. Songs like Blast Off, 7, 7, 7. Another great track on that record too. Leave the Door Open, of course. Skate. You know, there's just so many great tracks on this record. And honestly, a lot of people say it's overrated, but honestly, it's really good. It's another 9 out of 10 for me. And of course, Anthony reviewed that did for me, and I'm only mentioning Anthony a lot because I know people probably gonna mention him. Yeah, I know he gave it a 7 out of 10, which is basically the equivalent of a Damn review. But Damn was warranted. This wasn't warranted a 7 at all. That's my opinion though. Then we got Michael Jackson, Invincible, his last record he made while alive, and it's overhated easily. It is his last record. People say, oh, it's so bad, and people don't, so, you know, it's not that good. But like, honestly, the only bad song on this record is The Lost Children, honestly, and maybe Whatever Happened. But every other track, like Privacy and Butterflies, fucking Butterflies, Break the Dawn. It's such a great record. It's so underappreciated. It has some of the best Michael Jackson singing ever. You even get a song where he talks his normal voice with 2,000 watts. I mean, what do you not want with a Michael Jackson record? I mean, it's strong, okay? It's on top of the list. Okay, then we got the last Manson record that I heard this year in 2021, Mechanical Animals. Now, Mechanical Animals is easily the best record he made, and obviously it's glam rock, but obviously it's his best produced record. Has his best tunes on there, like Don't Like Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me, Disassociative, New Model number 15, Mechanical Animals, of course, title track, underrated as well. It's a really good record. Really good record. I really like it a lot, you know. People may not like Manson, I get why, but, you know, you gotta at least listen to Mechanical Animals. It's a good record. It's worth the listen. Like, if you don't like this record, I understand. If you especially don't like this record, I also understand. But, like, you definitely need to get a good listen to this album. It's really good. Then we got the most disappointing record of this year, which is surprising if you consider the statistics. Almost Free by Fiddler. Now, obviously, we had a good theme with Fiddler getting 7s up here. You know, with the title track got a 7. And this album got an 8. This record sucked. Like, this is the latest record they made back in 2019, and it just ain't good. Something about it, it's just not that good at all. It's a D. It's just not that good, honestly. It's just, I expected so much more, and I got the exact opposite of what I wanted. It's just not that good. I mean, these guys don't know who to rip off of this album. They don't know if they want to rip off Robs. They don't know if they want to rip off Queens of the Stone Age or Nirvana, like they did on the last track. They don't know if they want to rip off fucking, well, I can't think of the band name, but there was also another artist they totally ripped off on this. It sounds like them, I believe. But, it's just a lot of ripping off sounds and just very shit lyrics. Like, oh my God. Like, they're so shit that they make Certified Lover Boys almost look genius. I mean, and that's saying something, man. That is really saying something. But then we got Daughters with You Won't Get What You Want, I think it's called. Yeah, I was confused with the self-titled record. This is a great record. It's a 10 out of 10 easily. It's one of the most brutal sounds I've ever heard in my life. Guest House, the final track, holy fucking shit. Ocean Song, oh my God, it's great. Lloyd's Song, The Flammable Men. You know, it's just so many great tracks. The City Song, too, of course, can't forget that. You know, there's just so many memorable riffs and memorable fucking heavy. It's so heavy. It's so heavy that I was going to hear at the beginning of the year, but I had to hold off because it was just too heavy for me at the time. I finally heard it, though, because I grew up pale. And it's great. I'm glad I heard it. Easily the heaviest record on this list, on this 10 out of 10 list right here. Then we got the last two, which, yes, Swans back and forth. We got The White Light from the Mouth of Infinity, which may have the coolest album name of all of these albums of the list. And it's great. It's easily the most depressing record I've ever heard, but it's so damn good. Failure is easily the most depressing song I've ever heard about in my life. This album has everything you want, though. It has, you know, great Michael Gila vocal. It has Jarbo on there. I think that's her name. Apologies if it's not her name, some of a J. It also has sad-ass songs, uplifting-ass songs like Better Than You. It has that progressive sound, too, that Swans will develop later in their career, but not nearly as broad as it is at this point in time. The 90s, people say, is the best for Swans, and I can see why. I do. But then you get The Glowing Man, which came right out, which I've been right after. 2016, and honestly, I'm gonna blow people's mind away. This album is easily the greatest album I heard this year. It is number one. Better than even Abbey fucking Road. That's right. I put it above Abbey Road. Sue me. The Glowing Man easily is better than even To Be Kind. It's probably my all-time favorite album. It is such, I love the angelic sound it has. It's not as heavy as To Be Kind, honestly, which is bullshit. At times it's pretty goddamn heavy. Of course, there was moments where it's more calm, but it's so good. When Will I Return, featuring Michael Giro's wife, I mean, it's one of the most darkest songs I've heard in my life. The Glowing Man, a 28-minute masterpiece of a journey. Cloud of Forgetting and Cloud of Unknown is another great 2 tracks. Holy fucking shit, is it great? And of course, Finally Peace is a great closing song as well. It's so melodic and mysterious and angelic, and it's such a beautiful record. If you haven't heard it, please listen to it. I cannot recommend it enough. But yes, everybody, this is all of the albums I heard this year, and they've been all tier lists. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't like these opinions, please let me know down below. But yes, here. And yeah, this is my final opinion on all these records. I'm pretty proud of all of them. Obviously, I knew B would be the most, because most of the records I heard this year were 7 or 8s. I tried to not hear records that were too bad, but of course, I did get bad records. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a way longer video than usual, and didn't have the usual comedy spliced into it, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if you did by giving me a like. If you disagree with any of these opinions, please let me know as well, because I would just love to hear them. But thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. And as always, keep on rocking. By the way, don't listen to Drake's record or any of those albums in the F tier. They were bad. But Certified Lover Boy was especially a horrible one. I'm just giving him the empathy, because you know what? There was 2 worst albums I heard this year, but worst album of 2021, mainstream wise, easily Drake.